Hello students, today we'll be marching forward with our explanatory part of going places. So far we have done with the half, I think, of the chapter's explanation. Sophie has, what can say, disclosed her meeting with Danny Casey in the arcade, with her elder brother come chum, come confident, come best buddy, more than a friend, Job was for her. And now, but Job didn't believe at all, because he, being a mature fellow, he knew the realistic aspect of their life, and he knew that Sophie could never meet the superstar, the sensation, Danny Casey. After having some bizarre moments in front of father, Sophie and Jency returned back to Job's room, and there, she, Bags requested Job not to reveal such thing to anybody ever, especially in front of father. Now, get the journey ahead of it. Yesterday we had done with that. Danny Casey scored the second goal for Princeton United, and it was a happy celebrated time for Sophie's family. Job was ecstatic, very happy, and so was the father, who was screaming for Princeton United victory, and obviously applauding, appreciating, admiring, giving a big cheer or a clap to Danny Casey for his spectacular performance in the game. Let us move forward here. I wish he was an Englishman, someone said on the bus. Ireland will win the World Cup. Little Derek told his mother when Sophie brought him home. Her father was gone to the pub to celebrate. Now the match was over. Now the journey back to home from the stadium started by Sophie and little Derek, the younger brother of Derek. When they were returning back to home in the bus, obviously people had the tendency, those people who love the game of football more than a sport, more than a game, like a religion, they generally talk about the match, and the post-match communication generally go among them. So one of them in the bus was telling that Ireland has got a comprehensible chance, indomitable chance, great chance to win the World Cup. What was the reason that one of them said that Ireland has got a solid chance to win the next year World Cup, or the next World Cup, Football World Cup? Because he knew that Danny Casey right now is in England and playing for England club. But when it comes to World Cup participation or presentation or representation, obviously Danny Casey would be representing his own country, Ireland. Therefore, obviously it was quite obvious for Ireland to win the trophy of the World Cup, since Danny Casey would be playing for them. And Derek revealed that thing to his mama after reaching home. And what was done by Sophie's father? It was his nature to celebrate the Manchester victory in a pub. A place where you can get some liquor there, and it was a hobby of Sophie's father, to celebrate Manchester victory, in a pub. Father is home to pub to celebrate the victory of his favorite team, or upon that the spectacular performance put up by Danny Casey for it. What is this you are having? You have been telling Jency next week. About what? Your Job told our friend you, Matt DC. This wasn't an inquiry, investigation. Just Jency being nosy, curious. First you take down the important hard words in your textbook or in your notebook. It will be easy for you to comprehend the lines after that. Your Job told, what? Oh, Sophie started, shocked, amazed. Startled, shocked, amazed, astounded, alarmed. Best word is alarmed. Sophie was alarmed. I will tell why Sophie was alarmed later. Or that Jency frowned, Jency looked at Sophie with some anger, frowning with some anger. Sensing she was coming, thinking, the understanding, sensing, understanding that Sophie was hiding something. Okay, covering, hiding. Yes, that well, yes I did. You never did, Jency exclaimed. Sophie glared at the ground, looked at the ground. Damn job. She started cursing job. This was a job thing, not a Jency thing. It was meant to be something special just between them. Something secret. It wasn't a Jency kind of thing at all. Tell gawky, stupid. Tell gawky, stupid Jency. Something like that, and the whole neighborhood would get to know. Damn job. Cursed job. That was nothing sacred, nothing pure between them. Now, this coming paragraph, or the red paragraph by me, tells that now it was the time for Jency, the good friend of Sophie, to have a meeting with Sophie there. By some resources, by her elder brother, Jency's elder brother was Frank. Frank may be a good friend of Sophie's elder brother, Job. And Joff knew that his younger sister Sophie met Danny Casey in the arcade, so he might have disclosed that thing in a light way there, not seriously though, to Frank, who happens to be the elder brother of Jency. So from Frank, the thing came to Jency, that Jency's good friend Sophie met the superstar, the sensation, okay, the superhero, or the prince of football, Danny Casey. So Jency obviously would be feeling hurt, annoyed also, hurt also, because how it is possible that if that good friend of Jency met Danny Casey, Sophie should have come to Jency and revealed that thing, disclosed that thing, shared that thing, okay, with Jency. Okay, she was not supposed to get that particular thing, okay, from any other source. It is called friendship, the bonding between them. So now Jency is at Sophie's door, and to investigate, to inquire whether the news was really true, whether she met really to him or not. Okay, and now Jency is inquiring, Sophie, what you have been telling to other that you met Danny Casey? I can't believe. Even Jency didn't believe that Sophie could meet Danny Casey in real, okay, in arcade there. When Sophie came to know that Jency had got some idea about her meeting with Danny Casey, she wanted to cover it. She wanted to hide it. Why? Though both are good friends, you must be thinking it weird that why the one friend was seeking or trying to hide this particular thing. That was a moment of pride for the friend there. Then why she decided against it? She didn't want to reveal that thing. She didn't want Jency to know that thing. Okay, because Sophie, being a good friend of Jency, knew the habit, the very nature, the very demeanor, the very conduct of Jency. Jency may be a good friend or realistic person, but according to Sophie, Jency was a rumor monger. Jency was a rumor monger. Rumor monger, it means she prefers to spread a news, okay, like a rumor far and wide places. It means telling to Jency soon her meeting with Danny Casey become talk of the town. She would spread this news like a wildfire, being a rumor monger. And as a result of it, if the city people will be talking about Sophie DC, Danny Casey DC, Danny Casey all the way through in each and every corner of the city, obviously it won't be a good time for the parents to hear such rubbish, such trashy thing about their daughter in the marketplace or the public place there. Therefore, Sophie always wanted to keep it from Jency, since she was a rumor monger. Jency was a rumor monger. Telling to stupid, gawky, stupid Jency means the whole neighborhood will come to know. People will be coming to Sophie's home to inquire from her parents what they were listening about. Sophie, DC, Sophie there. Therefore, she wanted to keep it from Jency. And now when she came to know that Jency, the rumor monger, eventually came to know about this particular fact, she started cursing. Damn Job, started cursing. And the Job, stupid Job. Damn that Job. Okay, he should have kept it from each and everyone. It was a thing between brother and sister. Why he just revealed that thing to a third party, especially Jency, the stupid one, gawky one, nitwit one, rumor monger one, and Sophie, as a result of it, will have to confront, will have to face some dire consequences of it. What will be the dire consequences of yet to confront or face? That father, mother will be answerable to many of the neighborhood people who will be inquiring what was being cooked between their daughter and superstar Danny Casey. It was not a matter of pride for the parents if such rumor gets rife each and every corner of the city there. Therefore, Sophie didn't like that thing, and she started cursing Job for breaking the bond, for breaching the bond of brother and sister. She thought there was nothing sacred between them. Sacred, pure, pristine. Sacred, pure, pristine. You see, the most sublime relations or the relationship on earth, obviously that is a mother and son, father and son, husband and wife. But when we talk about brother and sister, that is something special one. And when this bond was breached by Job, by revealing that thing to Jency, stupid, gawky Jency, Rumamanga Jency, sister Sophie didn't like it at all, and she started cursing it. Now, let us march forward with the communication going on between the two friends, Jency and Sophie. Nothing sacred, nothing pure between them. It was a secret meant to be. Sophie is speaking to herself that the thing that she met Danny Casey in the arcade was supposed to be taken by Job the brother as a secret. It was not a thing to be shared with anybody else, especially with a girl, a stupid girl like Jency, rumor-mong girl like Jency. I will keep a secret soft, you know that. Okay, now Jency is assuring, Sophie, that she did not worry and she will not spread this news to anybody else there. Okay, she should believe in Jency. Jency gave that assurance to Sophie, the friend. I wasn't going to tell anyone. There will be. I wasn't. Jency said that she wasn't going to tell this news to anybody else. Now Sophie responded that why she wanted to keep it from one and all. There will be a right or row if my dad gets to hear about it. Sophie the speaker. Sophie the speaker. Problems, Jency, is that if the people of the city, the other people of the city will come to know about this thing, they will be inquiring from my dad, and my dad will be very much upset. As a result of it, there will be right old row. Old row. R-O-W. Row. Some sort of scuffle. Some sort of altercation. Some sort of dispute. Some sort of disruption, may be there at disturbance may be there at her home as a result of it. Therefore, I wanted it to keep from one and all. Sophie said that. Jency blinked. She blinked her eyes and said, there will be all right row, a fight, a dispute, an altercation, a disturbance. Oh my God, I would have thought he would be shocked as anything. He, father of Sophie. Jency could not believe that when the father or the mother would come to know that there was something being cooked between them, or when the people will be inquiring from Sophie's parents that what they were listening about their daughter and the superstar Danny Casey there, they will be angry. So Jency could not believe. Father would be angry about it? No, Sophie, you are mistaken. I think, Jency, he would be shoved, very happy. Shoved? Why, according to Jency, Sophie's father would be happy to know? Because Danny Casey was a superstar. Or if the father would come to know that his daughter met the superstar, there was nothing wrong. It was a matter of great pride for them. Jency thought that. Jency blinked around. I would have thought that father would be shoved, very happy to know that his daughter met the superstar, the sensation Danny Casey. She realized then that Jency didn't know about the date bit. Okay, half of the truth, half of the thing known to Jency, not the entire one. What was the entire one? That the next week they have both decided to meet at the outer part of a city. Date was still unknown to Jency. Jency knew that she met Danny Casey in the arcade, and that's it. Beyond that, she didn't know anything. So Sophie took a sigh of relief. Thank God. Job the brother revealed, but not entire stuff. What was the entire stuff? That next week, Denikasi had promised Sophie that he would be coming to meet Sophie at a particular place, decided between them. So thank God, Jansi knew, but not the entire one. She only knew that she met Denikasi in the arcade, and that's enough for it. Next week they are having a date. She didn't know anything about it. So she took a sigh of relief. Sophie. She realized then that Jansi didn't know about the date bit. Geoff hadn't told about that. Geoff had not told that thing to Frank. Therefore, Frank also didn't tell anything about the coming date of Sophie with Denikasi to Jansi there. She breathed about that bit. Geoff hadn't told. She breathed more easily. She took a sigh of relief. Breathed more easily. Now she was getting herself easy. She was uneasy before a minute or two when she came to know that the rumor monger Jansi came to know about her meeting with Denikasi in the arcade. She will be spreading like wildfire. Soon it will be the talk of the town there, like that. But it was not like that. She knew, but only half of the thing, not the entire stuff. Therefore, she breathed more easily. She realized that, okay, down after all, he believed. So Geoff had not let her down after all. He believed in her after all. After all, some things might be sacred. And now she started showing her gratitude, acknowledgement to her elder brother Geoff that, okay, after all, the sanctity of the relation, the purity of the relation, the piousness of the relations at least was maintained by elder brother Geoff by revealing only the half contained, not the entire one. After all, some things between brother and sister must be sacred, pure, pristine. It was just a little thing really. Now Sophie started telling Jansi how it all happened, how she happened to meet the superstar Denikasi. Oh, it was a small thing. It was absolutely small thing really. I asked him for an autograph, but we hadn't had any paper or pen, or it wasn't good. How much had he? Geoff said that. Oh, I was in the arcade, Jansi, standing outside of the Royce window shop. Suddenly I found someone standing beside me. I just looked around, and so, oh my God, I was standing next to the superstar Denikasi. But unfortunately, I didn't have a pen or paper. Neither he has got the same. Therefore, I could not take the autograph for my little brother, Derek. That's it. That was a small thing that all happened between us. Not beyond that. How much you know more than that? Do you know more than that, Jansi? Sophie inquired. How much Geoff had said to the friend? Beyond that also, or up to that thing only? How much did Jesus, oh God, I wish I would have been there. Jansi the speaker. Jansi the speaker. Now she is thinking, oh my God. She is telling to Sophie, oh my God, I wish I could have been there when you were meeting Denikasi in the arcade. Jansi showed her, what you can say, wish or desire that she could have, it would be a great thing for Jansi if she would have been there with Sophie in the arcade when they were having a meeting outside of Roish in the shop. Of course, my dad, I have been there. Of course, my dad didn't want to believe it. You know what a misery he is. But the last thing I need is queues of people around our house asking him, what's all this about Denikasi? He would murder me. And you know how my mom gets when there is a row there. Now you see, Sophie is making the real condition of her home open to Jansi. The problem is not that, Jansi, that I have kept it from you with some bad intention. Problem is there, the last thing I want to see in my life is rows of people coming outside of our home and inquiring from my dad what they are hearing about his daughter, means me, about me and Denikasi. And even my mama, doesn't feel at ease herself there. She also gets uneasy, restless, listless when there is a row, there is a fight. Row, there is an altercation, there is a scuffle, there is a disruption of thought, there is a disturbance, there is a chaos, there is a uproar happens at my home. No, mama doesn't like it. No mama in the world will be liking any sort of scuffle ensued at her home there. Therefore, Gen Z, try to understand my reason why I wanted to keep it from one and all there. Okay, that was the reason. And you know, my mom gets when there is an old crowd, and you see, you don't know, here the fear of Sophie about her father is highlighted here. She fears her father enormously there. Dad would murder me. Means when it comes to the respect, the self-respect, the esteem of a family in the society, it can be easily tarnished by such affair of their daughter with any other boy. Let it champion the superstar delicacy, but it will be a spoiling spot. It will be a blot on their noble name of their whatever they purchase in the society there. Therefore, she is using that would murder me. That would murder me, because nothing is greater, nothing is bigger than that of our self-respect, whatever we maintain in our society. Gen Z said, hushed, you can trust me. Gen Z said, keep silence. Hush, keep silence. Okay, you know, yeah, I'm your good friend, I'm your best buddy, I will keep it. Your mother swear, your mother swear. She said like that she will not reveal that thing to anybody else. Trust, you can trust me soft, you know that what type of girl I am, and I'm your best buddy, I'm your good friend, you know. But what type of girl she was, it is already mentioned in the chapter that she was a rumor telling to stupid Gen Z, cocky, stupid Gen Z, the entire neighborhood will come to know. As a result of it, lines of people, queues of people will be coming to Sophie's home to inquire from her dad or mother that what they were listening about their superstar and their daughter relation, this and that there. Dad would be very angry, and in that anger, in that wrath, in that rage, he could murder Sophie there. Now the conversation ended between the two friends, and she went to her way, Gen Z to her home, and now Sophie was all set to get her date completed, with Danny Cassie. After dark, now the day had come of the date of Sophie with Danny Cassie. After dark, she walked by the canal, a water body side. A canal was there on the outer part, on the outskirts of Sophie's city or the village wherever she lived. By the canal, along a covered path, lighted, ignited, only illuminated, only by the glare, by the spark of the lamps, speed post, road post, lamp post, those road lights we can have it. Lamps from the wharf, a lifted path, a lifted platform near a water body is called wharf. Wharf, in Hindi there is a word ghat. For a lifted platform, there may be a series of stairs, there may be a staircase, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it will be an open platform there near water body, that is called wharf. And there were some lamp posts there, street lights were there, a pillar were there, and that light could be seen falling on the covered path of the that particular road where Sophie was moving. Across the water and the unceasing drone, traffic, unceasing which never stops, drone of the city was muffled, was reduced there. It means the place where she was moving to, Sophie was moving to, first of all it was outskirt of the city, outer part of the city, outer blank of the city there. Now she was there moving. It was covered with trees there, sheltered path, and the light posts there, lamp posts there, street lights were there also, that were just falling all apart, not only in the water body there, but also on the trees also, And generally, the city, the middle part of the city is always repleted with enormous traffic, but there where she was moving, traffic was hardly be seen there. So you see, she was moving to an outer part of the city, isolated part of the city, aloof part of the city, maroon part of the city, where there will be no person, there will be no traffic, like that. And the unceasing drone of the city, the traffic which never stops of the city, but there it was muffled, it was reduced and distant. The people left distant, traffic, the vehicle left distant, Sophie was all alone. It was a place where she had often played in when she was a child, but there was a wooden bench beneath a solitary alone, elm, a tree. Elm, a tree that produces some purple and yellow flowers. Elm. Okay, where lovers sometime came. She sat down to wait. It was the perfect place. She had always thought so. For a meeting of this kind, for those who wished not to be observed, she knew he would approve it. Now, obviously, you can say it was a lover point where sometime lovers do come and meet. Why the lovers selected that particular part of the city? Because there was no traffic, there was no person, there was no vehicle, there was no people, lights were not that much great there, it was all aloof and isolated, or the maroon part of the city, and the lovers obviously want to meet unobserved by the people, so that people will be having no idea about their meeting there. And she also was knowing that delicacy must be appreciating, must be approving. Oh, what a terrific spot you chose, Sophie. Delicacy would be liking, okay, that place. She went there and sat on the wooden bench under solitary all alone, elm tree. For those who wished not to be observed, she knew he would approve. She knew that delicacy would be liking that particular place. For some while waiting, she imagined his coming. She watched along the canal, him out of the shadows, imagining her own consequent excitement. Not until some time he had elapsed, gone by, did she begin balancing against this idea of his not coming there. And now she sat and started waiting someone to come there. Someone means delicacy to come, started getting her time passed. And out of the shadow, she created, yes, someone is coming. Oh my God, it is delicacy there. So now the imagination was running right in all direction for Sophie. And she was very much listless, she was very much restless, she was very much desperate, okay, for that type of meeting there. And delicacy surely would be approving this particular place there. She sat on the bench and started getting her time passed, and she was thinking that delicacy must be approving, must be liking this particular place there. And now she started imagining, okay, the coming of delicacy, and even she was able to feel that excitement also, which she will be receiving, which she will be feeling after the arrival of Mr. Delicacy. Enough, dear. Okay, today we'll be marching forward.